Straight from the back. Good, how are you? Champs in the house. Let's go, baby. What?
30 seconds. What a beautiful left hook. I like the way you prepared before. Just like that, Mike. Just one. Exactly. How can I touch you? Explode body shots. Beautiful. He can find you. He cannot find you. There he is. Just like that. Beautiful. Eyes on him. You can't hit him around. Beautiful crossbar. 15 seconds. Good. Oh, yeah. Beautiful combination, Mike.
Your head after your last one.
Tyson's training footage doesn't look like nostalgia content. It looks like a heavyweight storm being rebuilt in real time.
Now you hit. You got it, dude?
I want to chill. Got a box.
Yeah, stay hydrated. You gotta stay hydrated. You gotta stay hydrated.
One box more round. You got box round.
You're done Friday. Save you for Friday, man.
Huh? You know you can do 10 rounds like that. You know you can. You know you can. I need boxing. That's my thing. You know, it's something
Yeah.
That's cool for your head. I need boxing. And that's what I gotta do. I gotta box.
Warn them off. Last guy in the world you want to be on Friday?
The frame, the explosiveness, the way the combinations snap under Rafael Cordero's watch. It gives off that old seek and destroy energy that made people panic when the bell rang.
Today was the day he's supposed to rest, and then he called all of us to come here because he decided to train. My opinion was the best decision. This is the way Mike, handled the things. So like going move, warm up.
One, two, three, four, boom, fight, boom. Ooh, Mike, by yourself, Jeff. Mike, this is amazing. Roll three. Good up. Puta que pariu! Excellent, Mike. Excellent for good, Mike. Excellent for stance, Mike. Smoke that joint. That joint take go to gym. Here we are. Yeah, here we are.
He's devastating, man.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ding, ding, ding.
The level of the game invents itself. People that participated add to it.
Floyd may carry the undefeated record and the reputation of a defensive mastermind, but Mike Tyson brings something that instantly changes the mental battle, the terrifying legacy of 44 knockouts. That level of power is not just physical strength, it creates fear and pressure before a single punch is even thrown, and every fighter stepping in knows one clean shot from Tyson can change everything.
Nice distance. Nice one, Mike. Nice one, Mike. Nice one, Mike.
5,
6, 4, Mike.
one shot.
To the side. You're up in the air.
Check cross his feet.
What do you want? Yeah, what do you want? Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, baby.
Nice one, Mike. Nice one, Mike. Sit rope. Sit rope. What's the best one? What's the best one, coach?
There you go, man. Try's the best one, coach.
Sit rope, up, man. One shot. Isso, that's it. Sit rope. One shot.
The contrast between these two styles feels almost like a movie scene unfolding inside the ring. On one side you have Floyd Mayweather, the ultimate ring general, a master of movement who controls fights with sharp precision, smart angles, and flawless defense. On the other side stands Mike Tyson, the relentless pressure fighter who lives to cut off the ring, close the distance, and unleash those short, explosive punches that can end a fight in seconds. And this is where things get truly interesting. The presence of trainer Corderero is not for hype or show, it's about discipline and controlled aggression, because at Tyson's stage of life the game is no longer about throwing endless punches, it's about perfect timing, smart intent, and making every single shot count.
Mike's just different. I've worked with some very exceptional athletes throughout my life, and they're all remarkable in their own way, but Mike's just a whole different animal.
What we doing?
Do one more set. Let's get 12 reps. It's the heaviest we've gone on this. So just focus on perfect form for 12 reps.
233 today. Contact for 230.
12 is all we need.
I'm over the 225, 228. Up.
Lean mean.
Big
Lean
chest.
mean.
1, there we go. 2, 3, 4, good work. 8, 4 more. 9, 10, 2 more, Mike. 11, and 12. Good set.
Love it.
First time we've done that.
That was easy.
Yeah, it was.
People will call it a money grab, sure, but camps don't prepare with this kind of seriousness for a simple exhibition. When legends train like this, pride quietly takes over the promotion. Suddenly it's not just about the money anymore, it's about identity, legacy, and the dangerous thought that one clean right hand from a focused Tyson could change the whole story in seconds.
Only 12, that's all we want. To the middle. 1, 2, 3,
A little slow on the way down.
4, there we go. 9, one more.
And slow.
10, no problem. Great set. Best set yet. Final round. Last one. Nice and strong. 30 times. Let you go. 1, 2, here we go. 3, 4, nice. 5, yes sir.
6, 7, strong.
8, strong. 9, got this.
We go.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go. 8, 9. One more. Get up. Nice work.
That terrifying Tyson training aura we just talked about suddenly collides with Evander Holyfield's calm and almost understated reaction, and that contrast is what makes it so interesting. Holyfield isn't shouting or trying to prove dominance, he simply points out the obvious reality everyone is thinking about. Size. When Evander casually says, "It's kind of different size-wise," it sounds like the most polite way to describe a heavyweight knockout artist standing across from a defensive welterweight genius. He doesn't exaggerate it or turn it into drama, he just states the facts. Tyson is naturally the bigger man, and in the world of boxing physics, when you combine size with real punching power, the tension becomes very real no matter what era the fight happens in.
Greatest of all time, Evander Holyfield. Mike Tyson announced he's fighting Floyd Mayweather in 2026. What do you think of that fight overall?
Well, kind of different, the size-wise, by, Tyson's heavyweight, and I think weatherweight.
Right.
So it's.
Is it a real fight? Do you think fans should take it serious? Is it a real fight, Mayweather Tyson?
I couldn't think it was real. It comes back to the matter, he's a lot bigger the guy, so his weight makes a difference.
What really stands out is when he questions whether it even feels like a real fight, because that single thought quietly shifts the whole conversation from spectacle hype to true competitive legitimacy. It sounds like Holyfield is looking at the matchup through a fighter's mindset, not as someone caught up in headlines. At the same time, he isn't dismissing the intrigue at all, his calm tone recognizes the mismatch dynamic while still respecting the legendary names involved. That's where the situation becomes more layered. Tyson brings the pressure and knockout identity, Floyd represents survival, precision, and defensive mastery, and now Holyfield frames the entire debate with one simple factor: size. No drama, no exaggeration, just pure experience speaking. And here's the truth that hits hard: skill can sometimes neutralize size, but size only needs one moment to make its presence felt. So when Holyfield keeps it simple, he's actually delivering a heavyweight level reality in the calmest way possible.
Are you saying you got Tyson?
I got Tyson.
You got Tyson over Mayweather. That's huge. Well, I just got Floyd because he's younger, 10 years younger, fast, elusive.
But I hear bigger punching, man. You're gonna get toe up.
Really?
Well, of course.
So if Tyson lands on Floyd, Floyd's going down? But so when he fought Jake Paul, some fans, they weren't too impressed with Tyson's performance versus Jake Paul. Do you think he'll have a better one versus Floyd?
I just think if they compete, you're gonna get.
Holyfield's calm logic about heavyweight size versus a smaller technician suddenly gets flipped the moment Ariel starts sounding genuinely unsure the fight is even real. And that shift is wild because now the debate isn't about styles anymore, it's about whether the fight even exists. When Ariel says he saw the announcement and thought, "I didn't think it was real," it instantly throws skepticism into a story that was running purely on hype and spectacle. That's not a fan reacting, that's a journalist analyzing the situation. Then he points out the confusing promoter situation and the missing details: no official date, no venue, no real structure. Suddenly the massive event energy starts looking less like a confirmed showdown and more like the boxing world testing the public reaction. And honestly, that testing the waters idea might be one of the sharpest observations yet, because in modern boxing sometimes the announcement itself is the marketing move long before the fight ever becomes real.
I think it happens.
I do not think it happens. I just don't think there will be enough interest. I know they have huge name value. There's zero, after the last performance by Mike Tyson against Jake Paul, I don't think there's going to be interest in seeing Mike Tyson do that again. I think if this match was made on the heels of Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr., I think this would be blockbuster. I think people would be falling over themselves to consume this. After the Jake Paul version of Mike Tyson, I don't think anybody's going to be interested.
Tyson will be close to 60 by the time this happens.
And Mayweather has been out of the spotlight for a lot longer.
What really clashes with everything we heard earlier is Ariel bringing up Tyson's last performance while questioning whether fans actually want this fight. It connects with Sean Porter's timing concerns and Wade's talk about people getting tired of spectacle fights, but Ariel says it in a more grounded, industry-focused way. He isn't disrespecting legends, he's questioning whether the demand is really there. When the panel casually asks, "What's the appeal now?" it hits harder than any hot take because it forces a tough comparison. Roy Jones nostalgia worked, Jake Paul curiosity worked, but Floyd facing an almost 60-year-old Tyson is a completely different situation. Then Ariel adds another layer by saying he'd rather watch Floyd fight Manny Pacquiao again than see this matchup. Yet the funny contradiction is that even while doubting the interest, they keep breaking it down for minutes, which proves something powerful. The names Tyson and Mayweather still pull the entire conversation toward them, even when skepticism is loud and the reality of the fight still feels uncertain.
Even if it does happen, it's just like, who really cares?
Yeah.
Like, it's not them at their highest level. It's an exhibition. Everybody will clown on it when it eventually does happen.
There is a way that exhibitions can be fun. Tyson versus Roy Jones was actually like the best version of that, right? An exhibition that I thought was exciting, delivered for the fans, but also that was so long ago for Mike Tyson. The version that we saw
against
early
Jake 50s.
Yeah, the version that we saw against Jake Paul just can't
against
do it
the
anymore.
guy around his size too. Floyd Mayweather is not that.
Roy's pretty small, but
So
no, not as small as Floyd though.
Yeah, Roy fought at heavyweight.
Yeah.
All that skepticism Ariel brought up about whether this fight is even real suddenly gets crushed the moment Frank Smith calmly throws out a prediction of Tyson winning by a controversial first-round knockout, and he says it so casually it feels like he's just making small talk. That confidence isn't random though, it's classic promoter mindset mixed with the love of big spectacle. 1 minute he's speaking seriously about building the future of boxing, praising young prospects and the slow, disciplined growth of fighters who are only 18 or 19, talking about experience and proper development. Then suddenly he flips the switch and predicts a heavyweight icon destroying an undefeated defensive master in the opening round. The shift in tone is crazy but also fascinating. You're listening to a structured vision about the sport's future, and then instantly you're thrown back into boxing chaos where size, reputation, and raw power can override logic. And the most interesting part is the wording he chooses. He doesn't say clean knockout, he says controversial knockout, which makes the whole prediction sound even more explosive.
He's a brilliant fighter, but he obviously needs to apply himself in the sport to get the best out of it. And it wasn't professional coming in overweight, and I think he's got to look at how he approaches his return to the ring. Because boxing isn't a sport where you can cut corners. And I'm not saying he did, but the weight it doesn't help him in these kind of nights. But a great fight, and respect to both of them for that.
That wording quietly acknowledges the strange exhibition feeling Porter hinted at earlier and the uncertainty Ariel questioned, because this isn't just a prediction, it's almost like he's already imagining the storyline. He also casually mentions that heavyweight fights are always dangerous, and that actually fuels the Tyson narrative even more, because once the naturally bigger puncher is in the equation, the risk instantly changes. But this is where the debate really splits. On one side, Floyd's ring IQ and survival skills are legendary and built on years of precision and defense. On the other side, the dramatic image everyone imagines is Tyson landing something big early and shocking the whole fight. It's like logic and spectacle arguing at the same time. One side talks about timing, age, speed, and reality. The other side believes in one sudden moment that flips everything. And the funny part is Frank sounds calmer discussing teenage prospects than he does predicting a first-round Tyson explosion, which perfectly sums up this entire matchup: structured boxing logic on paper, but unpredictable legend power and imagination pulling the audience right back in.
Mike Roy was super interesting. It was in the, very kind of early stages of the pandemic.
Yeah.
8 months in, but we were still kind of dark and depressed at that point. And like Tyson hadn't fought, it was nostalgic, it was Roy. Okay, so I got the appeal. I got the appeal of Jake because he was so much younger and he's, a novice compared to Tyson. I don't know. Okay, now what's the appeal?
After all the training clips, Holyfield pointing out the size reality, Ariel questioning whether the fight is even real, and Frank Smith calmly predicting first-round chaos like it's nothing, we end up in a strange boxing paradox where logic says this matchup is unusual, but legacy says people will still watch. One moment we're breaking down Tyson's training intensity and Rafael Cordeo's discipline, the next moment we're wondering if the fight even happens, and somehow both thoughts feel true at the same time. Tyson's presence brings danger, Floyd's ring IQ represents survival, and the business side of boxing quietly reminds everyone that a mega event can happen regardless of age, weight, or realism. That's the real clash here, not just two legends, but myth versus mechanics, nostalgia versus practicality, spectacle versus pure competition, all colliding before the bell even rings. Fans may analyze it like experts in interviews, but the moment legendary names appear, everyone turns back into a spectator because that's boxing psychology. You question it, you debate it, and then you still watch because legacy always pulls people in. Now I want to hear your opinion. Does Tyson's power and size make this truly dangerous, or does Floyd's defensive genius turn it into a tactical showcase instead of chaos? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Fighters Arena Pro. See you in the next one.